Jade actually talked about you recently.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
did?
did?
I think so, yeah.
She did.
Oh my god,
She
where?
said,
No way. So we had to have like private lessons with Danny and her mom. Like we would Zoom call and FaceTime her mom, and she would teach us how to do all of that. Like we were all just like laser focused on how to move our hips like her.
I was gonna tell you this because I saw a lot of people like saying that the hands were kind of complicated, but the hips,
It's the hips, girl. That's the hardest part.
I was like in shock when I saw like the full choreography. I was like, how can they do that? Like
Latina mommy.
Latina mommies,
The
yeah.
blood.
Hi girls, thank you so much for taking your time today to talk with us.
Of course.
She told that I'm nervous, and I am because I heard you had a kind of a drama with a Gabriela.
Oh yeah. Not you.
Not me. I like. Oh, I don't like her also. So she's not. But I like the song.
Thank you.
Yeah, the song is amazing. But I want to start talking about the EP, Beautiful Chaos. Debuted at number 4 on Billboard 200. Girls, congratulations!
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling about the amazing response the new songs are having now?
I think it's just been like very magical for us because I think with this project we really feel so proud of it, and I think there's a lot of our soul and just effort and like us individually that we really put into this album. So I feel like we feel like a piece of us is like really in the songs. And so the fact that people like it is so beautiful, and it feels like very rewarding, and like all the work that we do is worth it, you know what I mean? And people are really resonating with the songs, and that means the world to us.
Yeah, I was like online doing the research for the interview, and I saw like people, really big people liking our song, like let me say a couple of names: Camila Cabello, Bibi Rexa, Ed Sheeran said that the Gnarly is the new jam. I'm gonna go through every single song on the EP, but let's start with Gnarly. The song is amazing, but at first the reaction was kind of mixed. But then you performed the song in South Korea on TV, and it was like viral. How was it for you to see the response change?
I feel like seeing the response with Gnarly was so crazy. I feel like we haven't seen anything like that before, but it was definitely expected. I feel like when we first heard Gnarly, we already like fell in love, and like we kind of knew the potential that it had, and we just were super excited to jump on the song and like make it our own. But we knew it was very just polarizing, and it was just something of just like a very different vibe. So we knew it was gonna have some mixed reactions, but Gnarly is all about the vibe, all about the performance. So they just had to wait until they saw like what we brought on stage, and then it made sense to everyone. And then seeing the switch up happen online was literally insane. Like it was crazy to see like it all happen within like a couple of hours, like right when our performance dropped. So we were like, we knew it, like you guys had to just wait a little bit, like you guys had to just see the vision, and then now it's there. Like it's so crazy to see.
And we can see that you have fun performing the song.
Yeah.
It's like, it's amazing. And I don't know if you saw this, but there was a TikTok about this guy. It's like he did the weather on the news.
Oh yes,
I saw it yesterday.
Danny just said that to our group chat
Yeah.
like yesterday.
That was
That was funny.
He said like oh, this place is hotty hotty, like the Pekka talks. I was like,
It's
laughing.
the party in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, I love that.
We head into Saturday with some pretty nice weather. Let's say you're going to be partying in the Hollywood Hills tomorrow. Overall temperatures looking good for most locations except the low desert where it's hotty like a bag of Takis. It's legit.
So the next song is Gabriela. I'm very thankful actually to have a song with my name, and it's about the Latin culture.
Yeah.
So like it's amazing, and you put that not also on the music, but with the choreography, with the music video. What we enjoyed the most about enjoying the Latin culture with this song?
For me, honestly, I love performing this song. I grew up, being raised in this culture and dancing a lot of Latin ballroom. So being able to finally showcase that in this song means a lot, and I feel very comfortable because that's my strength. I grew up as a ballroom dancer. And then just being able to share my heritage and my culture with the rest of the world and with the other Latinos out there, it's just an honor to be able to do that, which is, I don't know, it's crazy. I've always wanted to have a song in Spanish, like me singing in Spanish, and I had a lot of fun also recording that, cutting the vocals in the studio for that, because whenever I get to speak it or sing the language, I don't know, it just brings me back home, because I don't really get to communicate with a lot of people in Spanish here because my family is still back at home. And the girls don't really speak Spanish, not yet.
Try. They're learning.
Good try. Yeah, so it definitely feels like I'm at home whenever I perform this song.
That's so nice. And the other girls, what did you learn from Latin culture with this song, with this experience?
I'd say we learned a lot even in our styles of dance because the Gabriela choreography has a lot of Latin influence in different parts of the choreography. The batucada and all of that. There's like flamenco and all of this stuff. So we had to have like private lessons with Dani and her mom. Like we would Zoom call and FaceTime her mom, and she would teach us how to do all of that. And I think that was one of Dani's like biggest strengths and a big part of her life as an artist. So it was really cool to have her share that with us. Like we were all just like laser focused on how to move our hips like her.
I was gonna tell you this because I saw a lot of people like saying that the hands were kind of complicated, but the hips,
It's the hips. Girl, that's the hardest part.
I was like in shock when I saw like the full choreography. I was like, how can they do that? Like
Latina mami.
Latina mommies,
In
yeah.
the blood.
It's in the blood, yeah, of course. But I can do it. It's not in my blood. I'm Latina, but it's not in my blood. So
You need a class with her and her mom too.
Yeah.
We'll help you.
So after Gabriela, it's Game Boy. I love this song because it's kind of like cis little child. Like it's kind of the continuation of your last EP. It's so cute and soft, but also it's the EP, The Beautiful Chaos. It's such a strong. There's so many strong songs. Why made you decide to include like such a cute song in the middle of like this new version of Katseye?
The first time that we heard Game Boy, even before we were brainstorming the concept of our next EP, we fell in love with that song. Like it was like stuck in our heads, and we were telling the company, we were like, that it has to be like our song. Like we are obsessed with it. We had so much fun listening to it the first time, and we just wanted to hear it over and over. We couldn't stop humming it and singing it, especially like Manon. Like she was like, that needs to be ours. And so that was one of the biggest reasons why we decided to keep it and have it in this EP, because a lot of the times we would we all know the love on Touch and the love on the fun songs that are like easy listening, like have on repeat, and we felt like Game Boy was the perfect song for that. And so it felt like an elevated version, like what you said, of our cis era, and it's still like us like having fun and having that playful song that's for anybody.
Yeah, that's so nice. And the emotional song of the album is Mean Girls. I saw a lot of your fans listening to the album, reacting to the album, and when it comes to Mean Girls, they start crying because, especially because you talk about the T girls, and they were very emotional about it. Um, how important was for you to have this message on Beautiful Chaos?
I think that with the state of the world right now and how we are as Katseye, it's a very big value to us and a big part of our identity to be global and to love all communities and really, really, really like show our support and like make these like communities that don't get a lot of love feel as confident and like powerful as possible. And so I think the shout out and the song was a big deal for us, and it was like very important to us that we had it in there, and we did share that message and like show our love and support. And yeah, and I think just Mean Girls in general it's really, really, really about it's killing people with kindness, and it's a play on how this false narrative that people say about us that we don't like each other. And post documentary there was so much chatter online about what our real relationship with each other is like, and if our sisterhood is real or if it's fake. And I think Mean Girls is us really just like poking at that and being like, you're just wrong, but we want to kill people with kindness.
And I want to tell you something really honest to you. I grew up listening to girl groups, and I was like a big fan of Little Mix. And Jade actually talked about you recently, and I was like, so yeah,
Really? Yeah,
Yes,
she
she
did?
did.
I think so, yeah.
she did.
Oh my god, where?
No way.
In an interview, she said like, "Oh, I'm jamming so hard to Gnarly now."
Oh my god! Oh my god,
Are you
goosebumps.
serious?
Oh my
We are a big Little Mix fan.
Love.
Yes, and what I was going to say is that when I was a teenager, I learned a lot with them, like how to be a strong woman. And the first time I heard the word ally was with Jade. And when I saw like the Mean Girls and this song, I was kind of, wow, I hope there's like teenage girls and young girls get inspired by Katseye as I was inspired by like the girl groups at my time. So I thought that,
So much.
I thought that was a very special song. So thank you for that.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh, and to finish the EP, you finished with a bang, like MIA.
Yeah.
So I saw on Instagram Lara showing how she did the outro riff.
Yes.
Girl, you ate that. It's amazing. So, what was it like to be involved in the creative process, not only of this song, but with the whole album?
It was quite exciting for us, I will say. I think with this album, I think you can tell, like, we've found our identity a lot more as a group. And, like, the first year, the cis era was us really, like, discovering that and, like, who we are as individuals, but mainly, like, who is Katseye and, like, what is that character and what do we like, what do we not like. And so I think we had a better grasp on what to create and like where we wanted to take this era this time around. And we were really, really, really involved with the concept, especially like the building, the concept and the visuals and how we wanted our performances to be and things like that. We were pretty involved with that, and I think that's why like Beautiful Chaos feels like our baby, and it's like we feel very like protective over it because it has a strong piece of each of us in it. And MIA, we really got to explore a lot with like harmonies. I got to like do my thing at the end, which was really fun, and like that's only like a little dose of like what we can do, and like we're gonna keep elevating and keep creating with each other and like adding our individual sauce into our songs, and we're all very excited for that.
And you also put your culture there because it's like based on Indian music. So it's amazing. I love that. Uh, you said you're a global group, and with this EP, we can start seeing a little bit of your cultures. And I want to know, like, you look into the person to your right, right? What was, like, Sophia, you have to look back. What was your favorite thing that you learned about each other's culture?
Ooh. Favorite things about each other culture.
Like Daniela, Yoonchae, Sophia.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can start.
you can go.
So I learn a lot. I think Megan and I kind of connect a lot through our own cultures because her mom is from Singapore, and which is close to my home, Southeast Asia, and also like the Chinese culture, and even in Hawaii, like I think it's very close to Filipino culture, and so we kind of connect a lot through that, through food, and even through like a lot of practices too. I feel like I grew up around a lot of Chinese communities, so I know a lot about her culture, and I kind of grew up around it as well. So when I'm with Megan, like I kind of also feel at home, and I know like superstitions and like her J bracelet. Like I have friends who wear that. Like my best friend at home is Chinese, and so yeah, I feel like that's a lot of ways that that Megan and I connect. I almost called you Yoonchae. That Megan and I connect. But yeah.
So Megan, what did you learn about Lara's culture?
Something that's really interested me in her culture is that like there's like certain, what is it called, like scales, like certain like vocal scales and like
the Carnatic scale.
Yeah, and it's like it's very like prominent in MIA. She did one in MIA, which is like a big thing in like Indian sound and music, which was so interesting to me. Also, she's like amazing chef. Also, like the jewelry, she wears her bindi. She wears like, she's just very proud of her culture, and she always like shares it with everyone. Like she's so authentically herself that it's like so amazing. Like I've seen, what is it that you wore it in the EP photo shoot, the dress.
Oh, the sari.
Yeah.
The latex.
Oh, there's a picture like we're surrounded by umbrellas. I don't know if
Yeah.
that picture is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very like colorful, very extravagant, very like just like, I don't know, very eye-catching, and I think it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So nice.
You got us.
So Lara to Daniela.
Okay, so for Danny, I've always loved Latin culture so deeply because I've noticed, like, especially since we became friends and are in Katseye, we have noticed that Latin and Indian culture is so similar because I feel like Latin culture is so vibrant and like rich in color and food, and it's just like it's bold and fiery and extravagant, and like I love that. And Danny has taught us so much about like every aspect. Like she showed me so much Spanish music, she showed me so much food. She teaches me a lot of Spanish all the time.
Oh yeah, she's really good.
Lara's
really good at Spanish.
She's
pretty fluent, actually.
Because I took Spanish a lot in high school. But so like we could have like a very basic conversation, but like sometimes I understand what she's saying. And like I love that. So I feel like our families are like so similar.
Yes.
And like I've just like learned so much from her, and I feel like we connect in that way because it's just like it's like so different yet like literally the same.
Oh, thank you. For Yoonchae, so obviously like we've gone to Korea so many times now, and I've just learned a lot about like the people and how like something I really really love, especially like in K-pop, is how like what's the word? Disciplined people are, how hard they work. And that like I love that, and I love seeing that like drive, and she has it, and like I'm very inspired by it too. And also like just like the music itself and the dancing and like the way that like they train is how like they put us to train, like the K-pop training methodologies. And honestly, like I get it. Like I get it now why they are so freaking good. Like so talented. And Yoonchae, like the way that she dances too is like so like it's like very different, and it's very very cool. Like the way she moves, it's very interesting. And growing up, like I didn't like know what K-pop was, and I've never seen K-pop and like the kind of choreography that they do. So when I saw it for the first time on her and like in these like groups, I was like, dang, like that's really good. Dang. I was like, dang. I was shook. And then obviously like everything else, like going to Korea and being like, she would like, Yoonchae would bring us like everywhere. She would show us like the best spots, the food, the markets,
the ramen by the river,
the clothes, the ramen by the river. Yeah, and like she told us like which ramen is like the best
my God, I'm
one.
hungry.
Like she just taught us so much about like her culture involving a lot of food, especially because we're big on food.
I'm so
Gnarly,
hungry now.
the kimchi. Like I had no idea what kimchi was before I met her, and now it's like one of my.
Really?
Yeah, I did not know what kimchi was. What?
You never had like kimchi fried rice?
Never.
Yeah, because it's here in Latin America, it's not very common, I think so. Yeah.
Really?
So,
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's different for y'all, but like I grew up in a Latin household, and like I was always eating Cuban food, so like trying new foods for me was like very very cool. And yeah, like the music itself too is just like so fire, like so fire.
I have 2 minutes left, but I also want Yoonchae to talk about Sophia.
Yeah. Thank you. For me, food.
Oh, you're very foodie.
Yeah.
Like,
We're all like all Katseye. We're all like such big foodies. Yeah. She let me try the like Filipino foods, a lot of foods and Filipino snacks, and like I love like, and that what interesting was like when I tried one like Filipino food, like sometimes it kind of like it's like similar as our country's foods.
Yeah.
It tastes a little similar, and I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah,
it's like
sometimes
this
I'll
in
feed her and she'll be like, oh,
No.
it tastes like this, and I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
so cute. I'm like, I love that.
she likes lumpia.
Yeah,
Lumpia's like Filipino egg roll. I remember we went to that event for Lara where she got awarded, and then they had like Filipino stalls, and then I made her try the lumpia, and she came back with more, and she loved it.
Yeah, I love Filipino food, and I love that Filipino. I feel like Filipinos are really like homey.
Yeah.
Like really like
Very
family.
passionate
Yeah,
and
like-
loving people.
like
I
warm.
agree. Oh my God, they're
Yeah,
so
like
warm.
like heartwarming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So girls, thank you so much for the interview. I know you're going on tour. I hope to see you one day in Brazil. The tour is sold out, by the way. It's amazing. And I hope to see you one day in Brazil. Maybe Danny can show me some moves. I can show you some food here in Brazil. So thank you so much for your time today. And I hope to see you one day in person.
Thank you so much,
So nice to
Gabriela.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
You
to
look
meet you,
beautiful,
girls.
by the way.
Yeah, you're so pretty.
you're
You're
so
so pretty.